So my name's Simone Thomas Lovelock from Sims Trims, and I have also been known as Barber Sims. It's about the slave trade and the slavery, and for Black History Month. Basically, I am half St.Helenian, and I grew up on the island of St.Helena, which was also a stop-off for slaves. So the slaves would be captured in Africa and then taken, like, shipped to St. Helena, and then where they were sold on to Americans or onto the West Indies. Basically, it's part of my history, and I find it quite interesting, and I'd like to basically incorporate it with my work history, as I'm a barber also. I'm not the obvious choice to be doing something for Black History Month, but yeah, it's part of me basically. Like I said, I'm from St. Helena. I grew up there. At school we did most of the history. Before I came to England, I came to England when I was 15. And basically all the history I was taught in school was Black history, because we hadn't gone on to other history yet. I found it very interesting and exciting, and obviously it's kind of where it's part of me, I guess. My surname is Thomas, so obviously that's a slave master's name. There's also a quite a famous poster of selling slaves, basically made on St. Helena, and it states that slaves would be sold under the trees. Them trees are still there in the town today. Okay. So I kind of grew up surrounded by it. Obviously, being the only history I learnt at that age, it's just what you know. Yeah. Okay. 7 guys. I've used their heads to do patterns in, as I'm a barber, to document 7 main events through slavery for Black History Month. I've done a man's head in chains. That's how slaves were transported. A slave ship, hands in shackles. I've done a map of Africa, a map of St. Helena, and the lady in the field picking cotton. I've asked around and asked young people what they think of Black history and what they know about Black history. They don't seem to know a lot. They learn a couple of lessons in school, and I think that's a shame. Literally, I think that's a shame, a real shame, because it's not just Black history, but history in general. It's good to know where you come from, and you know what your ancestors had to go through for you to be as free as you are today. So basically, I've been a barber for quite a few years now, and I absolutely love doing patterns. And these days, because schools don't allow it and stuff like that, you don't get to do many patterns anymore. And I saw this as an opportunity to, I don't know, get creative and actually use hair maybe to send a message. And it's doing something I love and something I'm passionate about, and putting them together. So yeah, this project is more about awareness, and I'm hoping some young people do see this and maybe look into Black history a bit more. Even if it's just because it's Black History Month. I'm not saying you have to be like studying it for years or anything, but it's just about making people aware that these things did happen. And so basically this video that I've done is gonna go up on YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, and I'd really appreciate it if you shared, liked, and commented as much as possible, and see if we can get some of the knowledge passed around. Thank you.
Brilliant.